Well, they're giving every chance. They're often racing, and Peruvian Blur is not really going to take any effective part. So meantime, on the front end, as he belatedly jumps away, Small Bad Bob in company with the striped colours of Right Destination, and Claire de Sablon in the white jacket towards the outside as they take flight number 1. Towards the inside is Third Estate, just ahead of Mystic Court. Towards the outside in the pale blue is Vocal Duke. Peruvian Blur, is he going to jump the first? Yes, he is, just as they jump the second. So a flight behind as they take flight number 2. Little fired up Right Destination in the yellow and red striped colours, just pulling quite hard, making it difficult for Katie Sinclair to settle. On the outside of Small Bad Bob and Luke Scott. Claire de Sablon round the outside for Jess Stewart. He's anxious not to cover ground and pushed forward, hasn't quite been able to cross. Also wide on the course, pale blue of Vocal Duke, Chez Hands in the mauve colours. Dark jacket of Mystic Court just ahead of Third Estate. Percy Street is the back marker of the main body of the field. Peruvian Blur is continuing, but at a pace at which it is still possible he could get lapped by the other 8 as they make their way towards the third. Claire de Sablon round the outside of Right Destination and Small Bad Bob. Chez Hands improving smoothly into 4th place. On the outside is Vocal Duke with Mystic Court. White cheek pieces of Third Estate and then Percy Street as the leaders take flight number 3. So out in the lead, Right Destination continues to dispute it with Claire de Sablon and towards the inside Small Bad Bob. Chez Hands, Mystic Court and Third Estate are the next trio over that. Rear 2 being Vocal Duke and Percy Street, and still continuing is Peruvian Blur, who's just about to take flight number 4. So out in the lead, it's 3-way disputed between Small Bad Bob on the inside of Right Destination and Claire de Sablon as Peruvian Blur gets a hand from the crowd passing the stands. Third Estate is in 4th place. In 5th, Mystic Court with Chez Hands, but precious little between them, and Peruvian Blur sensibly is being pulled up, not asked to go out on that final circuit. The back of the main body, Vocal Duke just pushed along, Percy Street, but a tightly bunched field of 8 that remain. A Small Bad Bob for Luke Scott, Right Destination Katie Sinclair, and on the outside Claire de Sablon for Jess Stewart. Line of 3 in behind as well, with Third Estate on the inside of Mystic Court and Chez Hands, and then Percy Street, and Vocal Duke is at the back of the pack, but only about 5 lengths off the leader as they head on towards the 4th last flight of hurdles. Small Bad Bob, Right Destination, and Claire de Sablon, who jumped up well on the outside. Travelling strongly is Mystic Court, just behind the leaders as they fan out in the black jacket as Right Destination begins to fade. Chez Hands is improving, and towards the inside Third Estate, a mistake there by Claire de Sablon gave it a real belt 3 from the finish. So Small Bad Bob it is who has the lead. Mystic Court and Chez Hands have both made stylish progress. Chez Hands into 2nd place. In 4th and pushed along on the inside of Claire de Sablon. Vocal Duke on Lewis Saunders, I think it's his first ride, getting a sight in 4th place on the outside of Percy Street as the runners reach the crown of the bend. Chez Hands for Ben Bromley has travelled up strongly to Small Bad Bob. Having travelled well, Mystic Court is in 3rd place, Vocal Duke is in 4th, then Percy Street, Claire de Sablon, and behind these Third Estate and weakening Right Destination. Chez Hands on the crown of the bend has moved off the home turn with a lead of a couple of lengths now from Small Bad Bob. Mystic Court and Vocal Duke disputing 3rd with Percy Street as Chez Hands heads towards the 2nd last with a lead that is about 3 or 4 lengths from Small Bad Bob, and if anything it's growing. Mystic Court and Vocal Duke fighting out 3rd place with Percy Street, but Chez Hands down towards the last with a clear advantage from Small Bad Bob, Mystic Court and Vocal Duke. Last fight of hurdles and Chez Hands is over well. Chez Hands from Small Bad Bob, Mystic Court. A 2nd career winner for Ben Bromley, impressing in the saddle for Owners Group 38 and Paul Nicholls. 2nd place goes to Small Bad Bob.